Emre wan kwa omanu kekenente. For man and Dubai, when you how many young crowd to be mumu. Emre wan kwa omanu kekenente. Mukusha Philippine badge in number. A you be born number, mammy, I was say. 04 pipe or pipe 7 pipe or por. Nams was a 04 pipe or pipe 7 pipe or por. Namika was a cerebral pipe woo. I'm channel best ramen and ye, Ilele.
You get it? You don't get it, forget about it.
Miko Jan Kwan and Emre Tide Frito and I'm a famano. I'm fine, I'm a share age a good card nechi. Many bo age in this one, I'm saying Jesus. Medimanana.
That has been positively affected. Every single item. I can challenge you today. Next week Friday, by the grace of God, will be here. Come and show me one of our key imports
that has declined.
That 1D1F.
Yeah. That has declined.
Yes, or as a result of 1D1F. Just one.
But you see,
not one.
No. We'll get you the data. Because all the factories that are there and working, they cannot be working for nothing. Unless you want to say the factories are not there. The factories are there.
I'm clear in my question. I said, look, next week Friday, just come show us one of our key imports that has been positively affected by 1D1F.
But
just one.
You are saying none of them has been impacted.
Yes, so I want you to demonstrate just one to me.
Now, ahead of that, look, we have an ID1F factory processing watermelon at Wali Wali. It's employed 300 people in Wali Wali. As we speak, call your people in Wali Wali. They will tell you that there's a factory there.
I've not said that there's no factory at Wali Wali.
I think this one.
The question I asked you is clear.
Okay, but give it to me. Let me go through. Look, in Nasia, there's a rice processing facility. It's employed 148 people.
I have not said that there's no rice factory there.
At least it's employed 148.
And there was a rice factory before what you are talking about.
Yes.
In the same country.
Yes.
Yes.
And
so I'm saying that it's not a quantitative argument. But it's not about 200 factories or 150 factories.
Okay. But you know,
if it is an import substitution strategy, how has it impacted?
It's also an employment strategy. It's also a revenue generation strategy. Because all of these 300 people in Wali Wali, these 148 people in the Nasia, these 180 people in Saveligo in the rice processing, these tomato processing in Domfete, which has employed 150. They would not be employed if those factories were not there. So it's an import substitution, it's an employment strategy.
Every government, Nana. But you know, every government builds factories.
All of us.
All those factories employ people.
Please.
If we gave Okujeto the opportunity, he will list factories under their government and the people they employ.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mahama. I am the communication officer for the NDC in the Wali Wali constituency. Why am I here today? As you can see behind me, this is a signpost of a salt cutting for the Wali Wali watermelon factory, which happened on the 16th of December 2019. Yesterday, Nana Kumia on Metro TV Good Morning Ghana show said the factory had completed and of course had employed 300 people working in it. Let's get inside there and see the reality for ourselves. Thank you. Okay, so as you can see, this is the entrance of the Wali Wali watermelon factory, and as Nana Kumia claimed, let's get inside and of course I can send you some watermelon. Come on. If you can look around, I believe the 300 people Nana Kumia was talking about are these grasses that we are seeing. This facility has been abandoned. There's no work going on here. For me to prove you further, let's get deeper. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, these are chippings, abandoned chippings of the contractor. And you can see some river sand also lying there. The contractor has abandoned sites. There's no work even going on here, talk less of production. So I want to walk you through, the entrance of the facility so that you can see. So this is abandoned river sand left here by the contractor. And I believe it's the same reason which is that there's no money for any contractor to work. That is why the government has a deficit when it comes to infrastructure as compared to the NDC. So this is the entrance to the supposed completed watermelon factory. And Nana Kunia said this factory has begun processing and that 300 Ghanaians were working in here. The question that keeps disturbing me is why is it that all the time the NPP are bent on putting out false to the Ghanaian public, because the evidence on the ground actually indicates that what Nana Akumia said isn't true. I was so worried listening to him and hearing him say that 300 Ghanaians were working. I want us to now get inside the factory so we can see the reality and know what is this actually something going on here. So you can see there are no ceilings. The ceiling works on this project has not been completed. So the doors, the fittings of doors have not been provided. And if I walk in more, you see that there's more evidence of the project being abandoned. How can a watermelon factory produce juice when electrical installations are not done? There's no wiring of any sign of any. There's no sign of any wiring being done in this facility. Yes, Nana Akumia tells us that processing has begun. So let's continue to around. These are what called wood that have been abandoned or and one would wonder, a project that was supposed to actually, what do you call it? One would wonder, a project that was actually supposed to be completed within a 12-month calendar. From 2019 till date, this project is still standing here. And instead of the NPP telling Ghanaians the truth, all they do is peddling falsehoods and making claims that are not justified. And this is the evidence. Anyone with any counter proof can bring it on. But this is the Wale watermelon factory that Nana Akumia spoke about. There is nothing like processing of watermelon going on here, and there is nothing like workers being employed numbering 300 Ghanaians. I also want to let you understand that this the stallment of this factory is affecting a lot of farmers, a lot of people that are into watermelon.
What if I am fucking what if I am cutlery set? What if I am fucking and you won't send it be a bebre me say send it be a bebre what I let me move again now come on a shimmy what I let me move again now come and you send it be a bebre send it be a bebre. What if I am cutlery set? What if I am fucking what if I am cutlery set? What if I am fucking and you won't send it be a bebre me say send it be a bebre what I let me move again now come on a shimmy what I let me move again now come and you send it be a bebre send it be a bebre.
Concerning be a bebre chi obi bia wabaso aha Nkoto 101 or YouTube Facebook Nkoto mobile mehwe mo mote ho monche Facebook for no crowd dey more disappoint here and more yes na more suppress your rate no yes ye dey yaba ye be dey betumi aye ye mo bi adi free Facebook ye bebo amanfo din free YouTube Baba Mohammed ye chiao and hwan bio Bintu Abu Ama Teria Steven why bio Dini Rani yeah YouTube more like videos no nyen kwanim na aha de ipso factors no ye no snap ye no short we quick one ye dia asem ne kwanim ensem de bi twagu na we ene no ayasem kakra bi na me be ka say sadie we medical kan ho pen maka ho asem pen say ekufuado ya ade bi na me ka to ho say e wo se Ghana for moto aba ne sesa na yenhwe say ebre bi beba ama ekufuado ne busuani bi abedi president a obetumi abedi nkwase asem a na me de se be 3 to 4 days ni no senka sadie we Mahama anya anka ndisi anka mo asem ba anka mo beka mo asem because yet ya no bie no tua yeka what you say just that say betena ho so obi metua yeka ansa na ya ka ade bone de ye nye omo ayetu omo kan no they can decide to say omeka omano atum na da ne duro na ye nso ye kan ya no tumu a wo na ye wadwuma me enye madwuma me I can decide say adiating me sorry na me say oh Facebook ma close no be ntimi nya me hwe but wo no we a politician na wo gi oman no oman man ho na wo didi nti say asem ba e wo sem na moka ye de ya ye no ye de boa because say ye mpesen kwasiafo e ba beje oman na boso enye saa me no wo ye bebre e kwan be so ne be fa so abre se wa amfa nyansani anto dwumadi a wudi ano a na ekoba se wo de nioma bi fira kwantum se wo de office wo tikru papa mu ba ye de ya wo busuani bi Ghana ye de ya wo pese wo de bibi ko Ghana afi obedu Ghana ho no e ho na be wo se saa nipa ebre wo kro nim eno na e motivate ye ma e betena ha o inti sometimes we hear video no bi ba comment ase no aba be comment ya to ho wo ni dwumadi yes ye ni dwumadi eno nti ne ye di dwuma se ye ma ye besisi kwan ne se nkwasiafo maji oman ne moso enti Mahama ya ade bi senka wanye saa ade ne dia anka will never forgive him senanka wanye saa ade na me twan say like 6 months me like na me twan unse manka ho hwe besi ne nyina me nka ho hwe na me twan say Mahama beka bibia fa ho 6 months ni wo mi June ni wo mi ente biene na ye mi dese ye de ni si akonya so no 6 months in ruin why yes ade no senka because 6 months for me no so o pese wo ye bibi de ma o my Ghana anase o pese me o pese wo ye bibi ma me ade na wo se me no tena bru 6 months ansa no yes ade no because me se me channel we ase no nipa ba akudi ni e de sha ase nipa ba akụ video na me ye me catch Ghana for time enkofo bi the time no nipa be na me ka no asemi eye Kwame Nkrumah enti ade a eye me de a nipa bie no obetumi afiri Akufo-Addo line ni mu ebetumi abesesa no eye Kwame Nkrumah a oje fa hodie de maaye na eno achi no osa ma Ghana fa hodie kura obi antimi mfa ne nsa emese ye nyoma mu a happen on the 1st July 1960 enkwasiafo bi bedi ade me kan Akufo-Addo kopot Ghana ho wantumi antuni fo say menua wo betumi atan obi but se wo besesa oman history a ye dia se book no besi ene no a ye di ho holiday no wo besesa no e de nkwasiafo bi de abesesa ho no aheda ye krokro de John say ye de Nkrumah Memorial Day Nkrumah culture say open Memorial Day no yi free ho e no kofa 1948 47 48 abra ye ti UGCC date no de be share enti na ma ye din na me hwe say e dia na Mahama ne NDC ne be ya fa ho because ma ye video say Akufo-Addo die ntia me pese ye tu one ne MPP ni free o say me pese Akufo-Addo sua nyansa bi so 80 years mana mu bu obi a wanyini me I don't care about obi a wanyini I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about obi a wanyini emfa me ho because the wanyini no a onim nyansa no odi ne nyansa ne nyini ye the wanyini a wagimi no odi ne gimi ne nyini ye intinya nyini no encountry ya wa manfo pio manyini no menam kegitia enso yi ne kotene da bonte na wodwonso da ori abru wi no ato enyini de encountry eye just number nyansa ne de bibia enu ntini ye koto aba ye nkoka se ye pe obi a wanyini anabodweafu na wabedi oman ne so ne kru papa bia krampo no enye nyini na omohwe enti amamani age papa isan say ade Kwame Nkrumah ye no me se Ghana fo nya hu yo Africa na ye hu ho proprowa enti Akufo-Addo ba bibia wo se bia se wo de wanyini nti wo beka so na me yes I am pan so na me but se pa say me accept say Akufo-Addo ye me na de bi da you have no idea because Akufo-Addo ontumi nya me nana yes because me nana adwafo bi onim nyansa bebre sen no yes ontimi nya me wo fampo because me wo fa no nyina nim nyansa sen no eno ontimi nya se empanyimfo omo tete ye wo brono a ye ontimi because omo nyina no omo nim nyansa sen no me ka no ntia se ye wo ya o ye NPP ni hwe se hwe ye o kire hwe de me kire metimi abo enioma be 20 Akufo Addo bedi o man so oye ya me ka kire abofra kra wedi 6 months akra no kra no me ka kire no akra ni ntumi nka so but ordinary be wo me se me free ne so nko because ade biara Akufo Addo betena na akonwa nso a oye ye no nyansa ba akukra sei enim wa osu di etinye no metimi ama challenge say osu udi etinye a memo afresisi ya 0240258269 fre netse wadwen ne ka chem say ade be na Akufo Addo ankasa bedi ade odi ba ya nyansa wo ena wo ba no hwe no ameka free SHS because me Akufo Addo na de ba ye ntime ka atrewo mo de mo adwenye adwuma na mo politicians edupu mu no mo obi maha emeka se Akufo Addo na de free SHS ba ye free school enye Mahama mpo na de ba ye it was already there Kwame Nkrumah time ena nipa bonefo be yi free ho enobia meka novelty ade ye new a wo ye leader wo ye leader na be di o man so a wo free so no wo se wo ja ade bia ye de be kai Akufo Addo busa se de ba ade no wa ya e betumi di akai no bo ba akudin 0240258269 number no me hwe ka 0240258269 wo a wo se de make na me bo ano number na me de ato ho no open ametumi asend you link then you join the conversation now do animu aba Akufo Addo ho asem na make no on se e betran ye ka ye papa Kofo a na Kofo hon we dangerous say Akufo Addo because some kwase asem a na ekosu nyina no na Kofo tinchen wantumi amie na no on se ne wokotena omo party eyase a oka na ye party no enye se ni enim na enye se ni enim no na se nya Ghana fo di nim no eye de na wotena ho as party father na obi esisa according to party no eda ache abra unwie na wote ase because ye ka anka party no se omo dwia na omo nyansa ne kopim a anka Kofo anim na nka ekọ but let me tell you ade bia Akufo Addo ye no na Kofo support no 100,000% because eya bekronsa because na ye di Ghana for na wo fi say senka Maham Baumia ewini ye na Mahama lusu ye anka Kofo be kwa akotena program na se abeka se omo party ideas omo doctrine no asesa there be because the same thing omo ye 2020 omo win election o tise go for babonje be kasa bibi yes oye dangerous na mebo bibi di atremo omo party no omo di atro konkonsa otan emim ena omo de nam wiase omo abon but se wa ama omo anye nso a ene ye mmoa ma ne nkoso sa na omo suban tie na nye ne o efiti enra nyina eba sa na tie me say hey you see Ghanaians we don't need so much ye nya nyoma pii o ne dey applaud a politician o because ye nim say o politician no if we should hold all things constant the average Ghanaian nankasa no ne thinking form and the politicians are not different. They are not different from the citizens, no. Weak citizens produce weak leaders. Strong citizens produce strong leaders. Period. Okoto we onwanoma. Enti average no ya no weak because ya nye weaker. Anka wo manufacture car. Onya metal bia fun be any Ghana ho but also akoto cars dia besi dem. Say the no ye car. Ne nana or France, ne nana or US, ne nana or Germany, ne nana or Italy, or ye Bugatti, or ye Range Rover, or ye Lamborghini, or ye Bentley, or ye Rolls Royce. No, say a dear betting I'm American ni you England ni abase or no jackass ne would prove no a footplate or call Africa or call Ghana or crochet the ya or so or call Despite Automobile Museum. Oh, erade. Me 2019 me call Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo Science Museum. Okohwa. And now who Suzuki. And all the inventors about Kunimuno. Almost first product on here is Siho. And none will be better travel from America, say, or call Japan. Aqua. Now, why never travel from America, say, or call Japan, Aqua Lamborghini. Now, who Lamborghini, I will be see America for. So, Bentley, Bentley, see UK for. So, Ferrari, Ferrari, say Italians, no. Sometimes, I am my me. Oko Kape say Kim, I owe Papa Mobra. Yes, me Papa Mobra. But Nippon insists now, yes, I didn't know. Or transits no or dream ones as well. When himself said, "Na ye can, you know, create." Ain't ye leaders no? Almost ye different from ye. Ya been ye weak. Ya been one man. Send your bronia could that be see no. You see, ye paying your phone be brilliant to papa so. And no more yet into ye weak, ye meek, ye like ye intimate mean question, ye gain through baby. Ghana ni bia dwindru baby a friend say osidan otoka na onya ne stock kitwa bi anu anu no wa achieve life no abet internet so na otufo osidan otoka na onya shop kitwa bi o makola onya shop kitwa bi o adum onya shop kitwa bi o market circle onya shop kitwa bi o kotokraba onya shop kitwa bi o tamale boga wanchi sunyan Kufuria hoy. Just say ononso waduru. This is what we do. Into a yes, I pay just ononso achieve. And that was not the life, not the great thinker in Kromano Pesho Demagana for. He wanted to take us further. No, you proceed your question. Sanyan Sanino. And then Kofo bi ba yes almost sending munyam no. A year Kufuadu ya. Message sasa date no. And I'm a year video one day bina me can say. Enti ade Kufuadu yi. Ya to abama se be yini pe free nko asum no. O dia odi ba ye no say one. Okay? Udi betray ni paka. And this has been the life of NPP. Na memo matie fikofo na nka senumo. Into the get to Tokunu Beye, 2 days ago. And as obi biara sanko crafone mrewafone mudi NPP party, as omuninara trimu say, Omo babitia Ganaka. Kofo can be. Or say, a quiet day, buzi a fast, and no cats and who say, a yet de ya, and was it obabi digana so. Ose me boa, Tino. Kofo ne kan yo nyame enti kofo obedi ade no ono wa medi ade se o besesa Ghana o obedi ade se o de behye buzi a enmunyam na ba bia buzi ade bia no ne kra aba no wodi amomu nnim ntia ono ane mu asem ne mesa abo a che no
30 years I couldn't understand how a very knowledgeable, I think I'm getting emotional, but I'm telling you a true story. How this man could be overthrown. So I gave me time to think. I thought and thought and thought. But he'd ingrained in me deeply on his values, value systems. And central to his value system was the sovereignty of the human individual. I believe that's the basis of his call for democracy, we should be each our brother's keeper, the social interventions. So he didn't come back to Ghana. He died in exile. And I resolved from then that whatever it would take, I would stay in politics. So God gave me the chance to fulfill what Buzia and thankfully, it came to pass. I had to wait 30 years to get to the presidency of Ghana. I couldn't understand how a very knowledgeable, I think I'm getting emotional, but I'm telling you a true story. How this man could be overthrown. So I gave me time to think. I thought and thought and thought. But he'd ingrained in me deeply on his values, value systems. And central to his value system was the sovereignty of the human individual. I believe that's the basis of his call for democracy, we should be each our brother's keeper, the social interventions. So he didn't come back to Ghana. He died in exile. And I resolved from then that whatever it would take, I would stay in politics. So God gave me the chance to fulfill what Buzia and thankfully, it came to pass. I had to wait 30 years to get to the presidency of Ghana.
He had to wait 30 years to ascend to the throne. In ascending the throne, a debe mfaso ni nyaye. Nye toilet. Eno se bebo akyerɛw. Hwɛ ene mistake aba ye politicians ni eye enyinara kofo na de baaye. When I was a little boy, and I'm a com division school. Na omo ye, I think no mo ye Limex mo ye kwan wo Kumasi ni ade. Omo ye kwan ni wie ye. Man ti se jeje ba Kumasi se ya ye kwan wie obibie kwan na no. And a lot of you mo ha say you are living testimony, living evidences. And then they say, Obetian say yes market ewo community na mo yusu. Obehuan say yes public toilet ewo community na mo yusu. Obehuan say yeah water expansion not omo the tubes I can say if fast as I say no one will come around and say yeah commission bibi bia once a while be na be a massive project be and no I didn't like me who be biasa because yeah but who yet to Kumasi ni finfi Kumasi ni finfi na ho na ye free ɛhɔ na efuru ma hyɛ enti deɛ ɛkɔ so Kumasi hɔ nyinaa yɛyi nim de bia na me na ka kyerɛ sɛ kwa me mo de yɛ nim abro yɛ bɛwo mu tu krom nti no ugimi yɛ wo awasɛm ɛnam sɛ adwoafo bi mate kofo the problem bia be hyɛ Ghana fo kon ɛna aba bɛyɛ ensana hɔ bi ɛna edi Ghana nya hwɛ yɛtimi kosi 6-unit classroom block. You see, what do we have to do? You just open the facility for use. But enam konfo super boninti omo nyehwe. You see ade no sika yedi be bodwa edia commission edia ma ehemfo abetena dwa bonus no. It means say another 6-unit classroom. Enye no na ekoso sisi. Eno na ekoso sisi. Eno na Mahama ka say de kofo mu ye no. Ya anya bi antre Ghana fo ehu enioma yeye. Eno na ma NDC fo nso besua ahe say yokutu nsuo na nipa ye nipa pa na ye dwen a eye dey e na akotu boho. This will be free Accra. At the land cruisers bears 10, 20, 30, 40 na ambulance na soldier for di echi na ye de ko hefa ye de kwa ko bie boho ano mo amunim no na kwasi agman okumkom every weekend bia na oba school because na ne yere etre ma de o class 3 e wa mekomo new Asako basic school ye ne ma besi ne nana omunyina ye nyina ya damfo mu aye bobo for krom oni ne nya agyeman ne baba akwa okọ UTV TV3 program bi wan men bi ni ade ye ne omunyina na wo ho na kwasi agyeman na ne yire kire ya ade ewo eho mu amosi meboa no betumi akwa akobusa bright kankam bodu a o ye sports ewo inji no na ebo your school league ne those nyoma ne maye. Enti yehuda se program bi yakosi toilet bi yesi abodwa na kwasi agyeman e ba be bie toilet na no for what na usi toilet nye nipa na bekum but kofo be di ade no otimi ekosi hepek ya cheuska na odi akọ yesi fa ko project no odi akosi toilet odi yanyintum wasi toilet no toilet kitwa bi a yesi honom no kofo be free Accra aba abebie toilet no enye bi na 2020 elections they be two akufo ado no yesi teachers bungalow ewo akrochire ho baabi oboase kwan mu ho baabi na nado koya teacher ni no a key no anase de key no no ho a omo be bia ko commission project on number bi enti na wo se na nado gina ho etwen video no ewo ho ma bono platform we so yede e de achemo I cannot be repeating the play of videos there be esa ye nko yanim but mo amadi achi ache no you are aware say sad na esiye na nado gina ho no all train mo bi di key aba ama ye bebie bangalow kitwa bi a yesi ama teachers kofo na de sad ni nyina ba yo kofo because unim wa ma ye bibia enti strategically no propaganda no mo nam propaganda. Last week me make a statement me say NPP UP PFP why omo party ndi omo asesane nyina na don't be shocked say the years ahead of us no edini betumi asesa esesa e ma ne nyam nwanwa because obi kura timi proposing a new patriotic front into esesa ma ne nyam nwanwa me can say obi a obe join sa ideology ni bia no onimyansa ada obe jin kofo no ideas na tuma no ada ne jimifo ebi na to alenchamaten mo pese mu hu omuda ne jimifo irrespective of ne ho efe ene nyansa na onim so onim the moment obe join sa party na no jimi na afi no atro e na omudie Mo person hu atro ni bi. Me nuanu am wo sire mu nti alentrematen.
You know, when we were a candidate, the member of parliament, and Nanadu, the president in 2016, I would support Nanadu to make sure that we establish a groundnut processing factory for this particular community and then the whole Upper East region. And I say this, but it's not like the NDC promise. When we talk, we make sure that it happens. You know, when we were in power, I was the Minister for Trade and Industry. And we were responsible for bringing the Kwaluku tomato factory back to life. As soon as we left, collapsed. So when we give that promise that, inshallah, 2016, if MPP comes to power, we will make sure that we'll bring, in addition to the tomato factory, which will revive, we'll bring a groundnut process.
Kwalugu Tomato Factory provided ready markets for farmers and many indirect jobs for people in the Upper East region. Today, the factory is almost a ghost town with the equipment deteriorating.
Maybe some more. Me nuanu a mo te Kwalugu ho no no. Monsaka tomato factory na. And a granite factory no car so they become on aba na the stock in trade. A true my catchable. But one who say Alenchematin yen who say watching a home Eddie free NPP party ni no afi obekasa na e sound say nyansa e day ewum but not only NPP for the nanu Jimmy. And I said it in my previous video to say Alenchematin is a political Esau. Wama kwasiebi ajinani munyam. Yes, ain't on to me. I said it 2020, 21. Ho baby say Alenchematin can never be president of Ghana. That time, no, o shame na udi matemwa. On say kawa bohudia. I wasn't kawa kwanto asisi na akodane. And ne nipa no on say party no nimu bio. I said it say Alenchematin can never be president. Because one map philosophy be a governing leadership, a real to a political issue. Kwasi bi di na ni munyam. Ni nsanka bio e Ghana politics no. Into the oyin you waste of money and resources because when kodi a political ideology echi say ono tiase o kodi echi because baby anene papa no mu free e na odi kodi echi. And so if you follow any idea based on the fact, say my lineage, my ancestry, my ancestry is linked to a particular ideologies into no na be follow dia, and you be tun subnuma wame. And no na dia Alenchematin edu baby a odru ye no. Atro na me nyimfiri hokra. Atro mu e na omote. Me build the points in the abro. Na wonim de ntia Akufuado ne time wa say NPP kura no me can say obi bia anyone in Ghana's politics that tries to decimate that tries to completely obliterate the hard-earned reputation and sweet history of Kwame Nkrumah will suffer and suffer and suffer. And the suffering will etch on the minds of Ghanaians to the extent that Ghanaians will and can never forget and forgive them. And into the map title and say, Nkoto will never forgive John Mahama. But I'm said John Mahama, why yes, I wrote it down. Said Mahama back. No, I'm a yes, I would never forgive him. Because one, O Papa ni Nkrumah ne nam ye. O Papa suya nyanse fri Nkrumah ho. And now Papa passing on the man. It is when you nyanse fri nyanse ni Kwame Nkrumah ho no mo a. And what's a who now your first person o besen and munyam. Another thing say Nana Jantua Nana ya Jantua Nani Papa ne Kwame Nkrumah ne nam. Na ye me dese ono ankasa wa betra internet ne so no ada na di echa mansan na ye hwe se mo a mo papa no nya kwanya ne Kwame Nkrumah nante ye no ye did no funu edi Kwame Nkrumah ne man so omo nkasa omo de so omo amu no omo ye Jimmy fo no omo so omo nkasa omo mfiri mu but we obi wo na papa di mfaso afiri Kwame Nkrumah ho a e wo se wo se Kwame Nkrumah ni munyam tinana ya dantoa akai se ono ne papa echi na Kwame Nkrumah de letter de to ne papa echi na otro resignation letter efi UGCC party ni mo yaka se Nkrumah never dies na the idea say onipa baako opie no wiase wawu a yesie no 3 times Yesu Kristo kura no yesie no 1 time and okodi asamado 3 days but Kwame Nkrumah de yesie no 3 times. It tells you say nipa no owu ye kura no na the body ehu hia wiase yesie no Conakry from Conakry no yekusie no Nglofo from Nglofo no and you kosanko see no Kwame Nkrumah mausoleum nipa baako upon weni nyina so no ya anye na eyi papa bia because say amount for gada or Conakry na omusie Kwame Nkrumah Conakry ne nya Kwame Nkrumah kuromu Kwame Nkrumah besi ne yenye na eyi yen said danka say eyi a yeye ma jeji eyi a yeye ma eku wanwane but enya no hu ne hiame but me pese wo hu history no me nka say tintin a yenkwa na eyi there be. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm just laying the history bare in front of you for you to know the mindset, the dastardly mindset people have if you don't belong to their fold. The diabolic and sinister mindset amount for one. No. Enti akukwado. Once what dim kwasasem. Enti say no obabi Jankrumah na eba ma ya to abama no. No abedi ade no wasan besesa. Edia date akọ ona mo abusuafo bi nkwasiafo bi ana. You see, there are certain things wo ho whether say what time will be o, say we don't know yenkoye because emfasodie bi ani so. Kwame Nkrumah no enye ono no force ye say yemfa ne din Nkoto bibi so. Eye omampanyin bi a ye friend Atamils na ne bae no say ade wi e wo sese ni se ne ye me din beto so. Jeje bae no eno hu say no there be the idea Nkrumah ye so person de man Ghana no. So if ye din e de to 10 University of Science and Technology ye din to so a eye nmunyam hye kese akura bi obewura obia no ebekae. So what time okura na ye din nipa din atoso awie na eye den na o chenyi nyoma but kotoka de obia ono say oman. You see, sometimes eye me ya say a tampon ye kun no na reason na omo di kun no ebi mu kan de boachi jan mo kan say omo ku a omo ye no ese omo eye say obi a otu a legitimate government egu ye no wa commit a crime and until they will pay for it. And until na omo ye 79 when we no omo hand the power at the man legitimate government ye koto abayi liman. Now after that no omo carry on. You see ya say but enye clear justification. Ye wonyoma bi o ankasa me say ye o ya obete so meko obete so yawo wa ba u bedi ade e komo de Ghana mofra ni adwuma osu di date na obesesa no o de o nam a o de akonya ebeto car boot na o de nam na mampon hini wuye na uko bi dia wa kotena the ordinary chair na the ordinary mampon citizen etimu no ebina no wa kotena intizade na wo ya na o de akonya nam Ghana ho no na nyansa be ni wo Into we o frɛ senka o ba be challenge asema meka yi ya o ba ye emrante ni ni eduma ye o se wo kwa akosi asori dan e de amanya nkopon because e wo mu nyansem no mo nkrofo ni nyina adwene se Ghana fo agimi inti yamfa religion enada wo hwe na menchew enne religion a Ghana fo no dodo an Africans ni di echi no enye se omu di echi se omu konyame ho obi o ho a wakwa asori na che obeka obetie na meka che se nyankopon bia ni babia na meka na ebim yemu se wo se Nkoto aya ado wo politics ni so ompe no kre nyankopon bia ni oti wiemu babia o twa nipa se nipa mra se nyame wo ho a oti wa adwi mo enkofo ni the code e kasa che mo se o se owura he obi yesia obi beka se yesia wo ha yehu nyankopon ahene ni firi ha nyankopon ahene ni firi ha na eba o se nyankopon ahene no mama aniwa nhu na nyankopon ahene na o hwehwe no nyankopon ahene ni nyane se eni asumdie peace na etimumu mimia asase so a woti se woni oyire o se woni o girlfriend se woni okunu se woni o maame o pe asumdie bi a wo pe bia no eti wadwene mu se wo ye wadwen se o pe asumdie a e wo biase obinya ena wo so wo ye wadwen so se o pe bonsam gem so a wadwen na so de bema wo into the kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven, no, or say etimumu. It is say no religion, say politician, omu diete because we diete ache, wako amount for weddings and then uja sorry na ono so kwa wedding na wan ebe the program no, and mentality one. Wako a year sa and uja na ono ne mani who are contribution no funeral welfare. Sikana ejije no ono wan ne ba betua ne de ente wo so ye din no otim ente ne the people in Ghana no omu di religion achikwa na a lot of them no is omu di nyansa ato ho enu nti na ma akofo betena ho say the Ghanaian voter is mature now. Is mature. The Ghanaian voter is mature. I didn't know Kasa, nye Ghanaian voter o. Ene Ghana ni no, omu sunya nyansa. Eba. Nyansa no. Enu na brofu mu no, omu abrofu ye omu dia no, yenka, enipa, yenka se, my child is matured. There be enipa, ye nyini nwie. Inti, you don't use the past form of the word mature no. Now one can say, Ghanaian voters, the Ghanaian voter is matured. There be wrong because any into the correct sentence. They do one more grammar necessary. The Ghanaian voter is mature. She say we were given allowance. They be any penny into intimi breaking. Say it's mature. Nature say see a more. Any ideas be any mature, but nipa Yenka say matured. I am mature. I am a mature person. Just say me koso me yini. And just by the way, and no ye and a brunette to turn cheni binti no afana dia shoboto. Tiane untimi mfa he, untimi mfa Quran mbedada obia wo. Ono oba sorry obeye dwuma ne ayi because okoye ne amaria na amonso mbeba bi hwe Ghana ni na hunyansa adentia technology and them metime them miles away from Ghana me kasa over nipa 400 omu internet so no omu hwe uwia thousands beba ba behwe why na air travel enti nipa na adwen ko bibi so kra na me matwe na adwen esi so me de na adwen aba so se krache hwe wenum yi na ne beboa. This is what we talk about and this is what we preach. Oto about the NPP incest on be use state power to protect the feeble minds na wo man no no jai okoka generally and nipa no wajimi and yabu na faso there be inia. The Tumi Mamwa, Kwame Nkrumah was using state power to protect Ghanaians. To go for we NPP for nipa cutlery set omi ye fucking ti Mahama mani aje muntie baby Mahama okano tie
see people in the party be sure come out boldly. But then this MDC for no me kai Italy na me koto man be strong NDC na me say na then ya because ok share bridge terrain na be fee say MPP for ye more. But oko down now near bidding command. Then I'm at a more tradition. Ashanti region say oko there are areas I won't say NDC is strong power, but hardly do you see people in the party be show money.
The nature of the two parties. Okay. What I'm saying, NDC is saying, "Yankasa be but we just do." And normally, you feel say nipa nehu. So I remember time I'm in world government. You project I commission. You choose human provide. We don't go and commission it. Okay. You train lights money pa yanko so. Oman penny kufa na beche say, hey, I was so commission. Okay, so yeah, he pick projects. Yeah. Project I commission. You choose human provide. We don't go and commission it. Okay. You train lights money pa yanko so. Oman penny kufa na beche say, hey, I was so commission. Okay, so yeah, he pick projects. Yeah. Classroom block and I'm saying, wow. And yes, I see na I'm president. My projects be say a friend commissioner general. Commissioner general. Or my opinion for the chairman. Project I am commission. You choose human provide. We don't go and commission it. Okay. You train lights money pa yanko so. Or my opinion for the better say, hey, I was so commission. Okay, so yeah, he pick projects. Yeah. Classroom block and I'm saying, wow. And yes, I see na I'm president. My projects be say a friend commissioner general. Commissioner general. Or my opinion for the chairman. Oh, that my coach. What I say? No, but the same thing also about so say toilet. So no so be ano and the same thing. But my whole video be I say be toilet. You say catch here na ya. Mo the delivery truck aba. You see toilet to her. The way COVID the American say toilet ne sa classrooms ne chips compound. District assembly juma. Enti aka say be chere nya wa ya. Obi expectation of back can say toilet or coffee room and I say chips compound. What I say? Yeah. Almost share the transformational projects. They say power supply, ensure acquire why schools are we see hospitals. Those are the things people are looking at. What I say? Okay. That was the comment that I was passing. Okay. NDC for Pekasa.
Samate. Ndi wenye me na meka ayo kofo ne be kire san kwasasem we nyina kofo ono kire san kwasasem we nyina ono be kire si toilet anu akọ commission na o ye ne competitor onye bi because wanya obi be gina toilet so akoto abade atiawo. That is it. President bi o wa president bi o wa o ye nipa na ye leader men set stupid presidents. Men set stupid precedents. That like mind-blowing president to her. Obia pano peso yebia. No oye bro super bo said the omani konanim. Or the omani konanim no omani konanim because a big challenge. The entire kufa Dubai Ghana for which and say Baby Mahama peja ye drew yen. Se kufa do na be say ko beja kwame nkrumadi no fight no. Eno ye say Mahama president or setting or education or setting or electricity or setting or water or setting or health sector or setting or road infrastructure ni ade no ena Akufo-Addo ka say the Mahama yi we see hospitals one near ene me be really dealing in the way me really na me see all the regional capitals ni na also munya advanced referral hospitals are minia anka Mahama no besa ba bi say me Nkoto me mebo no deru na oba no be ye dey oba ka so be see hospital Akufo-Addo ne NPP no omusi. Why should I allow you to come back? Oba no oba be beat him standard no Mahama timia baba because the level na or set here no Ekufuado ye short into Ekufuado ne namwase on the namwase sa how do we make progress say president a set ya to honom no toilet adia Messi astroturf and sports development enye astroturf CEO sports development enye astroturf C amene hene intimini ya pa kwesi ose Mahama ne Ekufuado num nyina no omo ye pa is up to you mimi ntimi me se wa adwem enyi sa adwem we free ho ise mimi nko campaigning to obi nko to abanti no oba na abekire wa adwem he eyi enyi no afa wa adwem he wo se Mahama ne Ekufuado num nyina no omo ye pa is up to you so wo ni nua na odi wachi ene wo maame no papa mu nyina mo adwem ye pa is up to you pa kwesi ti dwen ho so wo ba na wa wo no woni wo yire ene wo nuanom na omugu mabusuam no se mu nyina mo dwen pe mu nyina mo ye mo nuoma pe a is up to you yesi obi be ka obi me nka okasa bo nso wonu mo there be I will not put your talking animal into your stomach me nka okasa bo entu yem onti asa ne bro no opa you can come to the table of men and remove your mouth which me abam paying for edidi pono ho no aba be dey abe you ano I said, don't mind him. I'll mind him small. What I say, almost can on a community no a grow. But me person man tiase say enipa bie no a oyepe. Entafo mpo omo nyepe. Enti se wo de anko yi na ye criticize wo de a gitumu na Mahama Ekufuado kofo atamils JJ. Even in NDC mpo no. To me no, me hu Mahama ni 8 years a obetwan no. You who say and won for so since 20 years odidi Ghana e man so omo nyepe they may be in one political party the like underpinning principle of their party no may be the same but the implementation and how people roll out the same nyepe what you say intina maths mathematics simple exam no formulas your different methods I dey approach or they say obi o the methods no the mawa within 15 minutes to solve nipa problem mama no obi nso the methods no be di 1 hour na yen solve nwie na they was solve within 15 minutes na nipa no solve the problem okonanim no o say one dey no the 1 hour solve the same problem no omo yepe the same problem but to be the 15 minutes a solve obi so the 1 hour na ebe solve and the other 15 minutes solve and office solve we obi gina how oko this is what people will have to start to appreciate enipa nyepe even NPP mumpo no enipa nyepe ewo ho ejimifo ni mumpo no ejimifo na omugu NPP ni mumpo no omo nyepe even in the midst of ejimifo no kra na ye wanyansafo because obi ejimi wo fom no obi ejimi was right then Jimmy no from you who to the answer say then Jimmy was wrong that's it onti ase we ti ase I am go to 101 I am go to 101 open so che wa adwen a me mani pa be 5 time no wa che wa adwen 0240258269 0240258269 o NPP ni na so maka kofo asem maka Ekufuado asem maka lenchema aten asem na onti ase a bra champion man misi hasi na yini nkomo hello mini adin baby akazebri hello kasa
yes yeah
eton kasa
me wo no contribution
kasa
so me feel say we should have a benchmark, right? And last time on our class I said when the man made draw some conclusion say I don't know leaders are from ideas or oh man mentesasa I say okay history from history all the people won't be digging as what they actually want to do something for the country, those that on leave your brow approach, warm our bridge community as a Canadian Japan person with the so. None money in go approach. Or no, even with Oba or no crown bush in a sick womb. Any idea and still more money in our approach.
Or pursue D or minus so bad or no per se, obedi or mine and back home. Eso.
And I'm looking at more digger so I'm give you poor mine. Mahama money in a good eye. Just a million. That's what you're
organize the boxing so the uni pay for him so I can't want him.
You see,
Modia Momuni Muntia.
It seems as if we don't even have any love for it because Buzia can have it. Okay, Buzia history. This guy, everything shows that he was living outside. When all the family outside. Not BDS, so he misbehaved. Pretending saying in our family, there was a time in your governance where a man to tune tools in our boat because it was that bad. Then you have Kufuor crying and saying things like, we knew you are not Professor Cheng. Kwame Nkrumah, Rawlings, a champion, Mahama. All these people seem to have some ties to Ghana. Mind fake accents. Or you can't even know this issue. Profilization, and those are the people now. I think Ghana should keep that in mind. Who pay leader? Look at the person's track record. Person has ties to Ghana. Only ties to Ghana. But now what draw our conclusion? Say so. GD Ghana or faith Ghana adding an emotion for approach.
Exactly.
That should be very simple.
Exactly. That's a why you need why you need that's it. Isn't sometimes at the you don't need much time say half an hour to process you. It's simple to understand it. Canada Japan or who so be no said that man the bad boy say friends say I can no or no so did in a chill Ghana but omu nyina te abruchi o don't make catch say ne ba wi school Friday Monday Tuesday no anya adwuma. So they mention Monday Tuesday when you adwuma. Ekufo adoma ni ade obeye we na no kofa ne money free abruchi di omo baaye. To busa na Stella o papa papa Stella kwasi asem sa na etu na ade ache. Asem sa ene kofo ti metra no osu because ya yiku di atu buzi ane na aban but itu Nkrumah de na ni age na obusa say ede be ade sei 2 years to 3 years abuzi abedi o man so no infrastructure be na buzi atimi ye ma Ghana mom ko bi infrastructure se wo Ghana ho no nyina no eye 1 Kwame Nkrumah 2 Ignatius Kutu a champion 3 JJ Rawlings 4 John Dramani Mahama Obeka na a friends in Kofo wa maybe Kofo dey be massive infrastructure na bit media boni din aka ataro infrastructure papa be Obeka sa Atamels massive obaye no ono di nasin no di wuye che Kofo infrastructure be papa be Obeka say bui dam and it ona anwen sisi ho no omayen ko yenim he da for prebe friend say nen ye behia ya kra nipa e fucking and wale tomato factory ni ade nyina no e wo ho mo betimi akọ na makọ akoto e bi no ma
holiday nkomo ye de ade
holiday nkomo
be say holiday asem na wo be kan
na me be kan say me chirchirim
okay
say sampan kura na otimi bokwa me Nkrumah din His Excellency Mahama yeah the winning my dear any holiday keke
okay
that was the day that Ghana truly got independence.
Which is
the 1st of July. That is that day no yenya ye sika. Yenya ye anthem. Yenya ye flag yankrofo di nse. That was the day. Osi from 1957 to 1960 near you so British pound. Near you so British flag. Near say British IFN is a national anthem. That is the day. Now when people form by I say insignificant that yenya ye Republic no. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama dia baba ko ye nipa wodo Ghana.
Na say MPP for mo enye free ho.
Na mo ye ndɛn.
Mo ye no commemorative day.
Enye no me commemorative day enye holiday. Wo commemorate bibia untimi nkokuro mu nkonkɔgye wani. Wo wakɔ adwuma anopa no abefia na dwe de wakɔ commemorate.
Na wo kɔgye wani no holiday no.
Ele be say holidays na boa ye say etimi kai yen.
Okay.
Say achansudie bi wo hɔ say ne da we ye nkɔ adwuma efiri say ABCD. Wo kɔ America wo mo 4 July.
Yes.
O to dem mitire. Inti no obia wo de ya achansudie ema no. Se Kwame Nkrumah ho tan tin nkrofo we eyi firi ho ena wasan de aba yen CPP fo ye damase se MPP fo etan yen ni tena ye so se yen timi anka ho ase me kwa dem ye general secretary am se yen fo mo nkɔ court me nkrofo na mfi me se yen fo mo nkɔ court ne nkɔnkɔ gye ade ne mra back na me ye personal appeal to his excellency Mahama se me sre no ara won fa sa de emra no ma me hyega na fo enimu nya
and to appeal na there
oh anya me nkwa so na me appeal other people appeal ade ba kwa wa ya eye me fe se Kwame Nkrumah birthday no de aba back as Founders Day no we twa mu sa 5th August no to nothingness
in the 4th August rather
4th or me Kwame kai day
oh yeah no plural Founders
found
Day
ebi ene ye wo founder ba ko
na se Kwame Nkrumah birthday no mo ye no Kwame Nkrumah memorial day
say no onye founder Kwame Nkrumah is the founder of Ghana no Kwame sure say de mrato so near title no your legislative side day no obi atimi hu say Kwame Nkrumah ne
founder.
Yes,
the sole founder
of Ghana. Or no see independence now. We no so see independence at the shortest possible time. And no tijina no 10 ho no be TCPP or me papa no be TCPP.
Oh sata now papa wo.
Me papa chi na Kwame Nkrumah de resign from UGCC.
Oh wow.
Me papa chi
Otro
yes, Matthew obi a Kwame Nkrumah etro when the chief free UGCC yam papa. Me papa entered the UGCC Congress. Odru ho na JB Dankwa ho na JB Dankwa busa say Kwame wo ye dan wa. No se me betwe Nkrumah.
No mo party be.
UGCC
no okay.
No mo nyina wo UGCC. And no because na in that Congress no mo.
And also CPP no akwa NDC.
No, me papa no ye PNDC secretary me brother ne Kwame pepra. Ye nyina ye Ghana ye nipa ba.
Oh na we
na mo ye different. The point is that in this Congress na omo baba be ye Kwame Nkrumah a treasurer. No a general secretary.
No person
be a treasurer. What you see. And na me papa no be di akopoku. The Kumasi boys. What you say? Your friend called boy do say
1st July back on time be
thought one more call ye and no ko yi Kwame Nkrumah free Congress so messing me and koya TCPP.
Oh okay.
TFA jan to a chi
and not trying
resignation letter from the UGCC. So ultimately intino that is the time at the struggle for the independence of this nation is started. And he being the leader Kwame Nkrumah Sajefo Musori amumu no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama mema wa mo Ghana da wase Kwame Nkrumah man of the millennium ye wade asusu ye hu so kwa broche wo kwa manone a the way ya nkrofo so Kwame ye kresa nke etimi di gigiska etimi de ye tourism e wo krom ha wonim se enye Kwame Nkrumah yie owu ye wonim se enye na yie
said the EMA President Mills nibi no
and at a Rollins yenye na ye ye two body ekosie ye 2 year de be share misolunu yenye na ye
nade na
NDC Mahama is also kind we say no I
NDC for nye
o say den
ade na NDC for nye
oh the CCP for na sank ye hwe ne ye because ye
we be general secretary dey no
yes me be di general
Nkrumah party inclusive government no mo ye no
and that's all
into ye NDC ni
oh
munye CPP
me
no mo pa mo general secretary
oh asaba me ka person me